is why we came. The big cars at Vegas, the USAC Silver Crown Cars, their final event of 1997. On the pole, Donnie Beechler has a real shot at the championship this year in car number 67. On the outside is Kerry Foss in car number 65. On the inside of row number 2, Tony Stewart in number 111. Dave Darland, your point leader, on the outside of row 2. Brian Tyler, Jimmy Sills, Ryan Newman, Robbie Flock, Jack Hewitt, Chuck Gurney, Johnny Parsons, Tracy Hines, Russ Gamester, Ronnie Day, and then lines up the cars as they completed the last chance race. Tony Elliott, Wally Pancratz, Lee Brewer, Dodie Burke, Thomas, Fletch, Keeker, Herman Sater, O'Keefe, and Backamin Bob Mealy rounds out this field. We're going to go for 100 laps. This is the Silver Crown Cars, the big cars at Vegas. The big show is about to begin.
1997. Brian looks a little red. What a lineup. Donnie Beechler with a chance. Here they come.
The yellow lights are out. We're going to go green. Here we go into turn number 1. Side-by-side racing action. The Cerunian 67 hits a rut, and up the back straightaway, the 65 car of Kerry Foss takes the lead. Stewart jets into second from his third starting position in the A.J. Foyt car number 111. What a magnificent roar as these cars fly into turn number 1. Up the back straightaway, Beechler gets Stewart. Nice run off the cush in 2. Jimmy Sills in car number 75 runs in 4th position. Look at this group of cars coming off of turn number 4. Stewart begins to challenge the 67 car of Beechler now, coming off of turn number 4, side by side up the front straightaway. Championship car racing at its finest, 2-groove racing. Beechler with a nice run, your fast time qualifier here tonight. Beechler being 44 points in arrears coming into tonight's race. He's got to go for the front. Up around the front, however, right now, Kerry Foss. John Craig in car number 65. 4 in the books, 94 to go. I love them when they're long. Here we come into turn number 3 through 4. And now the Cerunian 67 begins to pick up Foss a little bit. Good run for the 73 car of Brian Tyler. Tyler doing a nice job. Wally Pancratz. Second, we got one slow on the back straightaway. Wally Pancratz in the orange car number 50. Second place in the semi is starting to pick off cars. Side-by-side racing, Robbie Flock in the red car number 94. Brian Tyler, Tracy Hines in number 6. Oh, can you believe the slicing and dicing going on here in the Silver Crown portion of this race? Johnny Parsons Jr. in number 61 now becomes the player for the 5th starting position. Let's take a look up front now as Foss begins to be pressured by the 67 car of Beechler. Traffic here through 3 and through 4. Terry Fletch in car number 129, first to go down a lap. Boy, is Fletch causing some problems for the 67 car of Beechler. more, Beechler is going to get around Plet and Neely. Stewart continues to run in third. I'll say 6 or 7 car lengths behind the high-flying duo out front. Long race, lots of time. It's going to be important to pace yourself, save the right rear. Oh, a little bit, speaking of saving right rear, it's real sideways now. It's the 65 car of Fox. Now the 67 car of Beechler makes a good run through 3. Let's see if he can go side by side off of turn number 4. Fox says no way. Look at this, Silver Crown Racing, the big cars at Vegas, side by side, up the back straightaway, Beechler and Fox. Beechler takes the lead. 12 laps are in the books. Look at Tony Stewart, your current IRL IndyCar champion. Two-groove racing all the way around this Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tyler in car number 73, coming off of turn number 2. Now the 61 car up the back straightaway. Up against the cushion. Jeffrey Parsons Jr. here in car number 61 is doing a nice job coming through this field, currently in about 7th position. Continues to make progress towards the front. Jack Hewitt was the first car out of the race. That was the yellow car coming to a halt on the back straightaway. He got it out of gear and rolled into the infield. So Jack Hewitt is out of tonight's race and out of it early. How about the 58 car coming through the field here? That's Lee Brewer, third in the semi. And here's Wally P now. Ryan Newman. This is some good stuff here as now the two players in tonight's semi-main event, or last year, 3 wide coming through 2, as Wally P gets a good run coming off of turn number 2. Lee Brewer and Wally Pancratz have made the best move of the night so far. Perhaps having an additional 15 laps of practice in the last chance race might have helped their chances, or helped them set up the car. Ronnie Day doing double duty here tonight in that silver red number 17. Oh, and Day, just we're talking about him, gets a wheel up the back straightaway. That's Mealy. He gets over the top of it and he folds the front end. That's Jordan Hermansader, I'm sorry, in car number 72. We're yellow with 20 laps in the books. Take a second look at this. Oh, and you can, Hermansader is just having trouble. Maybe a flat left rear, yeah. Looks like it on the 72 car. Day gets his right rear and just trashes the front end of that very pretty car number 117. All right, first yellow flag segment of the race is over. We're going to go green on lap number 26. New life for everybody behind the high-flying Cerunian 67, piloted by Beechler. All right, we're going to go green this time. Elliott is lap traffic. Second position, Jerry Fox. 4 cars, actually 3 cars behind. Actually, the 5th car in line, let's call it. Now Stewart with a great run up around the top, starting to get by some other lap traffic. And here we go. Jimmy Sills has been content to run in 4th for the better part of it, actually for all of this event. Sills starting in 6th position. Sills a mini. Oh, now Sills gets by Foss. Foss appears to have a problem coming off of turn number 2, so your early leader, Kerry Foss in car number 65, starts going slow up the back straightaway. I suspect he'll bring that in. There is no advantage to stopping because yellow flag left will go. Oh, a big fight by Hines in turn number 1. Of Dave Darland, your feature event winner at Sacramento last week, continues to fade, but it's probably in Darland's best interest to kind of stay out of trouble. And just as we say that, he rockets up the back straightaway trying to pass cars. From a point standpoint, it would probably be in Darland's best interest to finish tonight's race no matter what. Robbie Block in car number 94 behind the blue silver numeral car of your point leader as he travels through turn number 3 and 4, lifting that left front. Well, so much for being conservative. I guess that's why they race him and I call him. Darland now starts moving forward. Great battles all the way through this terrific field of Silver Crown Championship dirt cars. So seldom on the West Coast do we get to see them turn their wheels in anger. I'm just very fortunate to be here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway tonight. Many thanks to Agajanian Enterprises, who bring the big cars out to the West Coast at the conclusion of each season. All right, we see the yellow flag flying here, and we have one stopped perhaps a bit too close to the track. Oh, we got a problem up the back straightaway. It's the 39 car of Ryan Newman. Don't know what happened to him. All right, we're going to go green this time around. It will be the beginning of lap number 38. So Beechler continues to lead the dominant car here so far tonight, and frankly, he has to be. He has to win this race, and some misfortune has to befall the car of Dave Darland in order for him to secure his championship here tonight. So we've got a red-hot point race. We've got a red-hot race. We're going to go green this time, coming off of turn number 4. Oh, and almost biking it as Beechler coming through one, getting a great bite. The 73 car of Tyler up the back straightaway, side by side with Hines. Hines follows Sills past the lap car of Pledge. Now Hines makes a nice run under Sills. Hines, however, is lap traffic in car number 6. That's not true. Tracy Hines is racing for position. He's racing for 4th. Now Darland and Block have picked up the pace a little bit and they're headed towards the front. Oh, wheel gets upside down. That's the 73 car of Brian Tyler. Red flag flies here on lap number 40, and Ards the pits. Let's take a look at this in slow motion. Oh, the right rear wheel just plain old leaves the car. Car digs in, takes a slow left side roll. So Tyler upside down over in turn number 1, your 96 and 97 USAC National Sprint Car Champion. All right, they pop it back over.
Once again, right on your 96. Yeah, we see Brian Fowler, our safety crew, once again, right on your 96 and 7 sprint car champion.
We're told that he's complaining of some shoulder pain at this point. So let's take one more look at it. Tyler, you can see heading up the front straightaway, and that right rear tire just separates from that car. Oh, you can see how the cage hammers the wall big time in that view. Yeah, something we hadn't noticed before, but he cages it into the wall, so big problems for, frankly, camera-friendly car number 73. All right, with the red coming out on lap number 40, of course, no additional laps were run. So we will go green at the beginning of lap number 41. Got to give a call to Wally Pancratz in car number 50, currently running in 10th position, up from his 15th starting position. So Wally making 16th starting position, making progress through the field. Green flag flies once more. Lap 41 begins. Oh, Stewart with a nice run around the bottom, gets by Beechler. Now Beechler with a terrific run off of turn number 2, rockets by. Oh, big problem. It's the 94 car of Robbie Flock. Comes to rest on his wheels after tearing down quite a bit of catch fencing coming off of turn number 2. Russ Gamester also involved in this vehicle. Let's slow it down, see what we can see. Oh, we just see Flock coming to a stop. We're back, and they're attending to Robbie Flock on the back straightaway. While we didn't see the genesis of that accident, we have been notified that he got upside down in a pretty tough way. So they've taken Flock from the red silver numeral number 94. And as you can see, they're moving him into the ambulance. Tough night in turn number 2 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All right, race fans, we're still on lap 40, 60 to go, of course, that makes 100. Flock has been transported from the event, so we'll try to keep you informed as to his injuries, and we'll also keep you updated as we hear about Johnny Cofer's conditions. But we're going to go green. We got 60 to go. And here we go up the front straightaway. Green flag flies. Tony Stewart in car number 11. Oh, once again makes a big run through turn number 1, and this time makes it stick up the back straightaway. So Tony Stewart way up around the top. Coming off of turn number 4, Stewart leads lap number 41. Donnie Beechler continues to run in second. Now Sills down around the bottom, taking a look at what Stewart accomplished, but once again, Beechler, with that great run off of turn number 2, takes the position back. So the Professor in car number 75, the only Chrysler-powered, or Mopar-powered, if you will, championship dirt car. Jim Sills, a master at these 100 lappers, so we'll watch for Sills as this race comes to a close. Hines remains in 4th. Garland in car number 56 still continues to hold an advantage in the points. Around the top now, the 56 car number 58. Now here's Pancratz in car number 50. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're in 4. Wally Pancratz is up to 5th position. And following them through was the 58 car of Lee Brewer. Both those cars making great progress in tonight's last chance race. Now Darlin in number 56 settles back into 7th position. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th position. So it's Stewart, Beechler, Sills, Hines at number 6. And then Wally P. up from his 16th starting position, actually 16th starting position outside of row number 8. So the best move of the night so far, Wally Pancratz. Surely what has to be the brightest car here tonight. Continues to run in 2nd place. 3rd is Sills. Now 4th is Wally P. Here comes Wally P. as he picks up Hines and lays him down. All right. So let's take a look at this orange black numeral number 50 as he tries to get his way towards the front. Can Wally win from 16th? This race still is not halfway. So Wally Pancratz in the 58 car of Lee Brewer making terrific progress through this field. Perhaps what they learned in the last chance race has helped them out a lot here. Jim Keeker in car number 20. Dropped out with a right rear a couple of laps ago, we were just noticing. Now the 61 car of Johnny Parsons. JP, an early race challenger up front. Now we got one slow in turn number 1 and pulls off the track in turn number 2. Now up around the top, Sills at number 75 being pressed by Wally P. Oh, and Sills hammers a rut big time. That's going to cost him a position, and Wally Pancratz moves into 3rd. Virtuoso drive by the veteran Wally Pancratz. Man, what a ride. Russ Gamester in number 51 is back out after having problems in the flock accident on the backstretch. So Stewart continues to lead. There's a look at him coming off of turn number 2. Continues to run the high line right on the cushion. Two-groove racing here at Las Vegas Speedway. I'll tell you, I'm impressed. There's Pancratz in 3rd. In 4th is Hines. Oh, now Hines gets by Sills. Sills relegated to 5th. Hines in number 6 moves into 5th. So Tracy Hines right up on the cush too. Now Sills takes a look down low. Just now we're at halfway, so 50 in the books. 50 to go. Hines is starting to reel in Pancratz. So Tracy Hines in car number 6 has picked up the pace, coming right through the middle of 1 and 2, and now he's right behind Wally. Up the back straightaway and up around the top, Hines has picked up the pace significantly here at mid-race. So it's Tony Stewart, Donnie Beechler, Wally Pancratz, Tracy Hines, and the Professor, Jimmy Sills. Here's Stewart. You can see he's about a half a lap ahead of Sills, who runs in 5th. Stewart, the only man in racing history ever to win the midget sprint car and Silver Crown championships in a single year. Stewart, of course, graduating to be being one of the superstars on the IRL circuit. As a matter of fact, the champion, and just a rocket around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So once again, we can go from midgets to Indy. Tony Stewart shining an example of one of the stellar performers in USAC and IRL racing, and he continues to not have any problem with lap traffic. Johnny Parsons has now gone down a lap in car number 61. Kenny Irwin Jr., who has gotten the new Robert Yates stock car ride, on the seat vacated by Ernie Urban, is running trucks tonight. He's currently 10th in USAC Silver Crown Racing. Now Darland in number 56 begins to press Sills, and yeah, he gets by, and I think Sills got a flat tire. He sure does on the right rear, or suspension failure. Certainly something in the 75. Oh, and he pulls off on the back straightaway right near the pit entrance, or pit exit, but the yellow comes out, and of course in championship racing, yellow laps do count. Big problems. All right, we're back. My name is Bob Burbach for Jeff Christensen's California Raceway Video. If you liked our coverage of the Silver Crown races here, we've got a lot of USAC midget races. We've been covering them all year long. Pick up a couple of copies. We're going to go green here on lap number 68. Into turn number 1 we go. Tony Stewart continues to dominate this race since moving into the lead on lap number 41 following the 2 red flag segments. Stewart has been dominant. Wally Pancratz in car number 50 has been the charger. Now Darland in car number 56 comes up underneath Pancratz. Up the back straightaway they go. Wally's got a Johnny Parsons drifts out a little bit in that slick turn number 2. We'll get it right yet. Pancratz stays up on the high side. Now Parsons comes up to follow Pancratz and cuts off Darland. Hines in number 6 still presses Darland. Now Darland up the back straightaway and into turn number 3. So the 2 key players in the horse race for the national championship run in 2nd position and 4th positions right now. Tony Stewart leads, Beechler runs in 2nd, the 50 car of Pancratz is 3rd, and 4th is Darland. Oh, now Stewart way high, and it looks like maybe the 67 car. Beechler's been getting terrific runs off of turn number 2 up high, but let's see what he does down low in turn number 3. Maybe he's found something here through 3 and through 4. Stewart, now look at this run that Beechler gets through 3 and 4, and he takes the lead once again. So Beechler is scored as the leader on lap number 72 as we approach the 3/4 mark of this terrific automobile race. Matter of fact, we've had 2, and I may be losing my voice here now. Stewart sees what Beechler saw and now reels in the 67 car. Beechler with a great runs off of turn number 2 gets some car links on Stewart. So Beechler chooses mid-track. Here comes Stewart. Oh, and Stewart gets over the top of Beechler. Beechler saves. Oh, but he's coming to a halt in turn number 4. Oh my, the yellow flies at lap number 70. Oh, and Beechler's not getting out of the car. A dramatic moment here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Silver Crown race, the last one of the year, and that should put an end to the point race here. As if Beechler's kind of, obviously it appears that Beechler is, oh, what a terrific disappointment for this fabulous young race driver. Here's a look at it in slow motion, and picking up speed, it almost seemed, through 3 is Stewart as he gets into Beechler. Oh my. Yeah, they're calling for the hook, and that's it for Beechler. Dave Darland is going to be the 1997 Silver Crown, that's the United States Auto Club Silver Crown champion. With Beechler no longer in the mix, Darland's the champ. All right, here we go. Lap number 78. Lap number 78 will get the green flag at lap number 79. So here's how it lines up with Beechler not in it anymore. We've got Tony Stewart and Wally Pancratz up from 16th starting position. This is one of the big stories of tonight's race. Pancratz doing an excellent job here tonight, but Stewart gets the jump coming off at 3 as Pancratz kind of bogs down a little bit. The green flag flies, and here we go. Stewart up around the top once again. That did not bode well for him last time. Beechler was able to get by. And now, oh, now Pancratz gets a great run through 3 and through 4, and Wally P. coming off at turn number 4 takes the lead from 16th starting position. West Coast USAC sensation, Wally Pancratz. Now up the back straightaway, Stewart in number 111. Oh, he gets another great run coming through 3 and through 4. Oh, and he gets over. This time he gets over Wally P. And Pancratz comes to a stop in turn number 4 with the front end folded. Unbelievable drama here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And Wally Pancratz is out. I don't know what to say. "82 laps in the books, but that's incidental at this point." Tony Stewart. Oh, we got people standing up in the grandstands here right below us. Tony Stewart. Oh my. Deja vu. Problems in turn number 4. Stewart gets that good run once again through 3, and he must be going 15 miles an hour faster than Pancratz. Gets up over Pancratz right about at the headers, it looked like, yeah. And Wally P. has to be a disappointed veteran. All right, we're going to go green on lap number 87 with 13 to go. Let's see what your newly crowned 1997 USAC Silver Crown champion can do with Stewart. Take a look at Jackie Burke in the white number 45. He's in 3rd. He finished 4th in the semi. So he's up from 19th starting position, actually 5th in the semi, to run in 3rd position, frankly, with a little help from his friends. Now Darland starts to press Stewart. Side by side up the back straightaway. Stewart into turn number 3. The champ presses the champ. IRL champion Tony Stewart. Oh, and Darland is slow, and it looks like suspension failure. Oh, it's a tire. Continued dramatic moments here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 2 of the most outrageous automobile races I've ever had the pleasure of calling. And I've seen a lot of races. And now for third place, the 58 car actually for, yes, third place. The 58 car also coming from the semi, Lee Brewer Jr. He started in 17th position. Now Sills back from his earlier, well, Sills will be laps down. What a dramatic Silver Crown 100 lapper we got here. The big cars are putting on a show. Sills with fresh rubber obviously is going to get around here a lot quicker than some of the other cars that are out here. So we've got Stewart, we've got Brewer, Parsons, Burke, and Thomas. The scorers have it here, and yes, we were confused for just a minute, but it is, but Stewart and Brewer are the only cars on the lead lap. Continue to look at Sills. He's 12 laps behind at this point, so obviously not a factor. There's your third place runner, Johnny Parsons. Up the back straightaway. This is the race for, yes, this is the race for second right now as Brewer and Parsons putting on a show. So, I'm sorry, Parsons is a lap down. We were surprised by that once again, but Parsons does reside in third position. He is one lap down. Oh, the 53 car bikes through turn number one. That's Kevin Thomas in the black number 53, currently runs in fifth. That he would be in sixth. All right, we're going to have to check up with the scores because there are several lapped cars being confusing us here in their positioning. The way we have it right now is we've got Tony Stewart and Lee Brewer on the same lap, followed one lap down by Parsons and Burke. Then Thomas and Doty would be another lap down. I could be wrong. Up the front straightaway. Once again, Tony Stewart in A.J. Foyt's car number 111. Couple of what I guess we might call controversial passes for the lead by Mr. Stewart. Stewart right up in the top, probably trying to put that right rear into some goo. I'm sure tire wear is going to become a factor if you're going to run on the harder, more slick portions of this Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're getting into the waning lap of tonight's race, and the white flag flies for Stewart. That right rear tire is blistered. We've just noticed that now. Stewart is nursing a very, very poor right rear. Let's take a look at it as he comes out of four for the check. Oh, you can see it, yeah. Coming off of turn number 4, Stewart takes the checkered flag. The 100 lappers in the books. Man, what a thriller. So Stewart wins this one. This is his first Silver Crown victory of the year. Tony Stewart, Lee Brewer in a virtuoso drive. Johnny Parsons, we believe to be one lap down, along with Ronnie Burke. Then Kevin Thomas, then another laps down is Doty and Fletch.
Well, Tony Stewart, we know that you're excited about your first Silver Crown victory, but you said, man, it's kind of tough to win this way because the crowd's a little down on you right now, and that hurts your feelings a bit.
Well, you know, it's a lot easier to stand up there and criticize when you're not sitting in the car. But You know, both times, both guys went in and slid off the bottom, and there's some moisture in 4, and, you know, I went to fill up the hole, and as soon as I filled up the hole, then they'd get a bite and come down, and both times I ran over their left front with my right rear, so I was ahead of them both times. So it's just a tough deal. I mean, the crowd doesn't understand that, and you know, it means a lot when the crowd is with you, and when they're against you, it's a bad feeling. But you know, I'm happy for George Snyder and AJ Foyt and all the guys that help out on the car. It was a rough night tonight, but we've got our first win, and we're pretty happy about it.
You made the points to the fans that Donnie Beechler, in fact, is your teammate, and you like Donnie very much.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie and I are friends, and, you know, even Wally Pankratz and I are friends, and the last thing I'd want to do is take either one of those two guys out. So, you know, it's nothing that was intentional. It's just something that happened, and, you know, if they wouldn't have slipped off the bottom, they wouldn't have had to worry about it. But, you know, I made mistakes and stayed on the top and let them both by on the bottom, and they slid up and got high, and I got underneath them, and they tried to get down, but by the time they got down, I was there. So, you know, we've all made mistakes tonight, and unfortunately, I was, you know, not the one that got caught up in the wrecks. You know, they knocked the front end out of both their cars, but that's going to happen when you run over their left front with your right rear.
Well, it sure will. Well, Tony Stewart picks up his first Silver Crown victory, a hard-fought win. The Triple Crown winner's got some big things in front of him in the future. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Thanks, guys.
We were mentioning up in the booth, Dave, that this is a quest that began many years ago in quarter midget racing. Of course, your dad's been a part of your program, and we mentioned that Tony Plew was telling us the first time he looked over and saw this guy, he said you were all legs and all arms, and he saw Tiger Dave on the side of the car. And to win, really, the premier USAC open wheel division, this has got to be a proud moment for you and your family.
Oh, it sure is. It's just an unbelievable feeling. You know, like Tony mentioned a little bit ago, that we in '95 we was leading the points going into the last race, and unfortunately we had an engine fire early in the race, and that took us out of the race and the championship. But you know, that was the first year with this team together, and I think it helped Tony out a lot more that year by winning the championship than it would have me. So, you know, but we still, for the first year for this team together, it was a great year, and I just, you know, I was hoping that there would be one of these years would be my year, and finally it finally rolled around, and hopefully there's a few more to come in the future. So.
Well, my observation in the press box area was that you were simply trying to stay out of trouble for a while, and then it appeared when you had the championship wrapped up, you just went really for it.
Well, yeah, the car wasn't really working that good early in the race, and every time we'd have a red, we'd go back and Galen would do a little more tweaking on the car, and every time we come back out, it was a little bit better. And the last time we was out, it was a lot better, and it was a lot easier for me to race it around the track, you know, where I was supposed to be, and it felt a lot better there towards the end of the race. And just unfortunately, I ran into something down there in turn 3, and it cut the right rear tire down. There wasn't no contact with me or Tony or anybody else. It was something I just ran over on the track, I guess, and it punctured the right rear. So.
Well, you know, Dave, the interesting situation, of course, as you mentioned, Tony, he parlayed that championship into bigger things, and I know you've got your sights on the next rung in racing.
Yeah, that'd be great to get, you know, this winter I'm going to be talking around, maybe try to get an IRL ride, maybe a truck ride. You know, the options are pretty open right now. I don't have any leads going any direction, but this championship, I think, here will maybe open up some doors for me. You know, as soon as I get back home, I'm going to start getting contacts with some guys and see if I can get something going.
Now, are you going to be back at the West Coast for races like the Turkey Night Grand Prix, or your season done? What's up for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm going to come back out to California there and run the Steve Lewis car that Tony Stewart just ran tonight. So hopefully we can go out there and have some good luck in the Turkey Night race this year. And we're going to run here the following weekend after Thanksgiving, and we're going to run Bakersfield the weekend before. So, and then that'll be it until I think we run the Champ Cars down in Walt Disney World in January. So.
Well, it's become a full-time job, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sure has.
It's just the way he likes it. Dave Darlin, your winner.
All right, many thanks to Pat Sullivan. Put together another great interview. Let's take a look at the feature event results here in the USAC Silver Crown portion of tonight's event. Tony Stewart, of course, taking the victory. Lee Brewer Jr. up from his 17th starting position, followed by Johnny Parsons, Jackie Berg, Kevin Thomas, and Kevin Doty, all a lap down. Terry Pletch, Russ Gamester, Don O'Keefe, and Dave Darlin round out the top 10. All right, the 1997 USAC Silver Crown champion, you're looking at him, Dave Darlin. What a great year for Dynamite Dave. Donnie Beechler falling a little bit short here tonight. Russ Gamester will come in third. Jimmy Sills will be in fourth, the Professor. Jim Keeker is fifth. Ryan Newman, followed by Robbie Flock, Brian Tyler, Jack Hewitt, and the Rim Rider, Chuck Gurney.